Gujarat Lokayukta Bill. The amendments have been passed in the State Assembly amidst dramatic scenes of a walkout by Congress MLAs.
The new law allows a 6-member committee headed by the Chief Minister to choose the Lokayukta. The Congress alleges it curbs the powers of the Governor and the Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court. In 2011, R.A. Mehta was controversially appointed the Lokayukta by the Governor, Kamala Beniwal, bypassing the state government. Today said that the Supreme Court will decide Mehta's selection, and the bill is transparent. The Congress and the NCP have slammed the bill.
Well, the main contention, the reason why the opposition MLA staged a walkout there in the State Assembly is that it dilutes the powers of both the leader of the opposition and indeed the Chief Justice here, loading the dice in a sense in favor of the Chief Minister and the ruling government, which is why we saw an uproar by the BJP clearly having the numbers there in the State Assembly, ensuring that the Lokayukta with the terms as was spelt out, contentious as it were, was passed by the State Assembly. Let's go straight across to CNN IBN's National Bureau Chief Bhupendra Chaubey, who joins us from the newsroom in Delhi. Bhupen, the Lokayukta in Gujarat has been such a contentious issue. We've seen a back and forth. We've seen the matter being taken to courts as well. But this particular Lokayukta bill as it stands is contentious, especially given that it is loaded in favor of the ruling party and the Chief Minister.
Well, this is a matter which was actually taken all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Gujarat government had in effect lost the battle there in the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court had taken this position that the views which were being expressed by the Gujarat government, that the governor there had violated her preferences and her rights in terms of appointment of the Lokayukta. For the Gujarat government now to go to this extent, file a curative petition on one hand against the Supreme Court order, and on the other also move this bill in the Gujarat Assembly, suggests very, very clearly that the Gujarat administration is extremely uneasy, extremely uncomfortable with this entire process through which the Gujarat Lokayukta was in the very first place appointed. What the Narendra Modi administration has now effectively done is that it has made the institution of the Lokayukta a completely toothless body. Look at the recommendations which are a part of that bill which has been moved. It states clearly that there will be a committee which will be set up consisting of government functionaries who will determine who will be the ultimate Lokayukta, and that committee is going to be chaired by the state chief minister himself. It goes on to say that the state governor will be compelled to sign on the recommendations which would have been adopted by this committee. Effectively, Narendra Modi himself will now be the state Lokayukta.